Now, you were in the spotlight, Danny, as
Yes.
a kid. So was it harder for kids who are in the spotlight or kids whose parents are in the spotlight? What do you think?
For me, my life was much easier being in the spotlight. Things, I was a very overweight kid, and I took 2 cheerleaders to the prom, and that was sheerly because I was Danny Partridge. It had some sheer benefits to it, and I don't want to say that there are not problems inherent to having a famous parent, but 2 young ladies, 16 years old, just killed themselves in Philadelphia by standing on train tracks, and neither one of their parents were famous.
Right.
Number 1 killer of teens, drunk driving. Number 2, suicide. And I'll bet if you go by per capita, most of their parents aren't famous. Being a teenager's hard enough. I don't think we have to make it harder by giving them a celebrity parent.
But there are special challenges. I mean, I grew up with my mother, Gloria Allred, being a celebrity attorney, and I learned early on to be very careful about whatever I said publicly. If I'm interviewed and asked, what do you think about your mom? And I say 99 positive things and 1 negative, the 1 negative will be the headline and the 99 will be left out. So I learned to distrust the media. I learned to be very careful about everything I said. On the plus side, I learned what you can do with the media in order to get your message across. Like you're talking about, there certainly are a lot of advantages to being a celebrity, money being one of them. But as a child growing up with all of that, I think it's very difficult to navigate your way through, and I have a lot of sympathy for the people that you're talking about.
But what made you survive so well? You did so beautifully. You're not only famous yourself, but you don't seem to be crazy at all.
Well, thank you. Some people would probably disagree with you. I don't know. I think we were raised, I was raised with certain values that were very important, that everybody is equal. I grew up on picket lines, working for the rights of people in the labor movement and women and
Did
gays
your mother
and
pay
minorities.
attention to you?
Absolutely.
And did you come from, was she a single mother?
She was for about half the time, and then she remarried. So we were very close when I was growing up. I'm an only child. She's my only mom.
Yeah.
And we're still very close. And I try to raise my kids with the same values. But I also want to say that depression is a disease.
Yes.
And these people died from a disease. And it may not have been because of any of these environmental factors.